guys, so welcome back. This is part 2. So in the previous one we had got 2 of these. Should have been more prepared, shouldn't I? But so we had these 2 cut out to rough shape. There's still a lot of work to do. I also want to put like a blade taper on these because that'll be so cool. Not a sharp one, just a little bit of a taper if I can. We'll find out. Yeah, so today we're going to be finishing these off so they look really good. I'm going to try, I've actually get to try a big file, a big meaty file I wanted to use for a while, which I just haven't had a chance to do, so I'm looking forward to testing that out. I don't think it'll work very well, so I think it's going I don't think it's going to work well, so I think I'm going to have to go back to the old standard files, or maybe my little mini belt sanders or the sanders. We'll find out, we'll see. It's a whole learning curve. I've never done anything like these pieces before. God, I hope they fit in place and work when I clamp them in place. We'll find out. But again, yeah, so let's get started. But before I do, a little bit of a segue to the channel, the other channel I have. Like I said, all the parts 1, 2, 3, 4, all those will be on here. But if you want to watch the entire build from start to finish without me doing this a little bit, if you want to see that whole thing, get yourself over to Patreon. Also, please like and subscribe on Patreon. It's £3 a month, but you also get a 10% discount, so you get 10% off any order, and you can use that multiple times. So you're going to be saving a lot of money if you're going to place an order with myself. But yeah, please give this a like, please give it a subscribe if you haven't already. It's a huge help to me. I'm doing all this to try and build 4 Sabers to let you guys know what goes on. So yeah, to the build.
We soar to infinity. We're going at the speed of light. Bring me higher. You lift my feet up from the ground. I wish upon the shooting star that you make me lighter. And now you hit my heart with the speed of light.
Okay, you've just seen me do all that by hand with the file. A really good jaggedy file, rasp file, I think. Then I use this file. Then I use this file with the curve. Then I use the round file. I've been going at that for 45 minutes. I am knackered. And the reason I stopped the video is because I've literally just realised I have this, an angle grinder, and have a bit that's really good at taking off material. I've just killed myself when I could have done it with that. I want to die. I'll show you what I've done by hand though, after all that work. So, this is what I managed to do. So you can see I've got them all in line. It looks really nice around there. Got all that to do. Oh, so I don't know why this isn't level, it's so annoying. Right, no, now you're level. So, we're going to go and do this part now, so I'm going to set up for the angle grinder. God, I wish I had the comments and this was live. You could have said, what are you doing, get an angle grinder. Anyway, let's
We're going at the speed of light. Bring me higher. You lift my feet up from the ground. I wish upon the shooting star that you make me lighter. And now you hit my heart with the speed of light. Let's run away. Pack your things and let's get away. Today's your day. Don't be afraid to get crazy. You'll see anything you wanna see. You can be anything you wanna be. Waiting for the weekends when all my dreams come true. I don't care what we do as long as I'm with you. Waiting for the weekends, waiting to be with you, so we can party like it's never gonna end.
I'm knackered. I am that. Oh my god, that's taken so long. But the fact is, we have now made Wolverine claws. But at the same time, they kind of remind me of the Predator dart, like the Predator darts, like a mini version. And bit mad, aren't I? It's because I'm all alone. But we now have, from drawing to reality, two identical parts. God, that has drained my entire battery on this this recorder. I'm very happy with that. The next thing is I've got to take the paper off. I want to give it a really good polish. The amount of effort it took just to sand these down, so that's how. But the amount of effort that took, honestly, I might give it another polish, another sanding, but I was going to put these at an angle. It's so much work. I don't even think I have a tool that can do that, so I may actually just leave it like this. I just don't have the ability to do it. So I'll be back in a moment once this has come off, and then we'll be affixing these to the emitter. Right, okay, so I was going to do the paper thing, like I said, but I've just got a bit of a piece of metal. I went on the belt sander and I actually was able to do quite a nice edge. And I'll be honest, I spent so long on these two things, it'd be a shame not to finish them off with the edging. So we're going to do the edging. Yes. Right. Oh, when I agreed to do this build, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. I didn't know it was going to be maybe this much work, but anywho, they're looking good. So I've got the back of these all rounded off, beautifully rounded off. So they're nice, well, not beautifully, but they're rounded off, they're really nice and smooth on the side. They're all, and they're both the same. So they're both not rounded off really, really well. Because we've angled these, it makes this look, it looks a bit like a spearhead now, isn't it? But we've now got the sides, which are really, really cool. That go to a really cool point. So I'm going to get the paper off. Once the paper's off, I'm going to give it a polish, a good buff, and then we will be moving over to fitting these to the metal. I hope this plan works, because I spent a huge chunk of one day, or most probably now a full day's work, just to make these two parts. And if these things don't work, I'm gonna cry. Right, I'll be back to do the heat bit. Okay guys, so you'll see that the video just kind of cut out after I'd done one side of it. I didn't realise, but the memory card on the camera had maxed out, which is a bit gutting because, well, you saw me do one full side, it was exactly the same process for the other. It has worked. These are on really firmly. I don't think these will... I mean, if you whack them against the wall, I think, yeah, they'd come off then, but other than that, I think you're fairly safe. So we have now got the emitter section. Great. Really happy. Really, really happy. I've got to take these rivets out. I'm going to actually re-rivet these onto the main body, and that's where the LED will stop and the blade will sit on top. And it'll also give it extra strength and hold this in place even better. So I've got to take these two bits out that I put in first, over here and here, to hold that together. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's come out better than I thought. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy up all the edges on here now, so that it's all nice and smooth. When I was polishing it, you'll notice I only polished one side, or one full claw. Don't know. And it's because when I was polishing it, I realised that all this is getting sprayed black, so you'll never see the polish. I am going to let the polish come through and the blades on the edge come through, so it'll be lovely silver black contrast. But I was like, well, there's no point polishing that side. So yeah, so I'm going to get this part done all nice and tidied up. Oh, well guys, I think that is the end of part 2. We've got everything lined up for the chassis, which is great. This is now finished, which is just... it's taken like nearly 2 days to do this. It's bizarre. Everything's been speeded up. Yesterday, I went through. I have 4 batteries for my camcorder. Each one lasts about an hour. I went through all of them to do part 1. I've gone through all of them to do part 2. I mean, this battery is nearly dying out. So I'm going to spray the needed parts black. And then once that's done, we'll be back with part 3, where we go through the last part of the assembly, and then this is done. So yeah, man, looking forward to seeing it all finished and black. Anyway, see you in part 3, guys.